India, a nation over 1.4 billion people, conducts a detailed census every 10 years. Age, gender, religion, language, and occupation. Every detail goes in. But there's one question the census has tiptoed around for decades: caste. Why has caste been left out? And why is everyone suddenly talking about bringing it back in? Now, let's talk about the origin of census in India. The idea of a national headcount started under the British rule. In 1872, the first non-synchronous census was conducted, but the real deal, the first full synchronous census, came in 1881 under Census Commissioner W.C. Plowden. The goal? To understand the people they ruled over. Over time, the British expanded this headcount to include not just who and where, but also what. What religion, what language, what caste. It was never just numbers. It was a tool for administration and, in many ways, control. The 1931 caste census, a historical milestone. In 1931, under Commissioner J.H. Hutton, India recorded caste across the board for the last time. The records showed 4,147 castes, a staggering mirror to India's social complexity. But caste isn't simple math. There were problems with duplicate entries, spelling mistakes, and regional differences in caste names. Just a decade later, World War II disrupted the 1941 census, and the British, on their way out, lost interest in keeping that part going. When India became independent, the leaders made a deliberate decision. From the 1951 census onwards, caste data would be collected only for scheduled castes and scheduled tribes. The rest left blank. The idea was simple: leave caste behind and move forward as one. So, what is a census and what does it miss? The Indian census, conducted every 10 years, is a comprehensive exercise detailing various demographic parameters. However, it records caste data only for scheduled castes and scheduled tribes, leaving out other backward classes or OBCs and other caste groups. The last comprehensive caste count was in 1931 during the British rule. Since then, policies and welfare programs have been implemented without any precise caste demographics. So, what exactly is a caste census? A caste census aims to collect data on all caste groups, not just SCs and STs. Accurate caste data enables governments to allocate welfare resources more effectively, adjust reservation quotas to reflect current demographics, and identify and address persistent inequalities. In essence, what gets measured gets addressed. Here's what we've been working with from 1931. So, which are the states that are conducting caste surveys? Bihar. Bihar conducted a comprehensive caste survey in 2023, revealing that OBCs and the extremely backward classes together constitute over 63% of the state's population. Karnataka. In Karnataka, a yet-to-be published caste census reportedly indicates that OBCs make up to 70% of the state's population, with recommendations to raise their reservation from 32% to 51%. This stirred a massive political debate in Karnataka over representation versus perceived power. Odisha. Based on the Odisha State Commission for Backward Classes Report 2023, it was found that 39.3% of its population belongs to the socially and educationally backward classes. Notably, 37.6% of the SEBC population has only had access to primary education, and the representation in government jobs stand at a mere 2.8%. So, can states conduct caste surveys? Isn't census a central responsibility? Under the Census Act of 1948, only the central government is authorized to conduct a census. However, states like Bihar and Karnataka have undertaken surveys, not official census. While these surveys are legal, the data doesn't carry the same authority as a national census. So, who advocates for a caste census and why now? The push for a caste census has garnered significant political support. Congress leader Rahul Gandhi has described it as his life's mission, emphasizing the need to know the population of each caste category to ensure justice. Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge has formally requested Prime Minister Modi to conduct a caste census. In a letter dated April 16, 2023, Kharge urged the Prime Minister to convene an all-party meeting before implementing the caste census and suggested adopting the Telangana model for the survey. Regional parties such as the Rashtriya Janata Dal, DMK, JDU and Samajwadi Party have also voiced their support, framing the caste census as a move towards equitable representation. Do we already have sufficient data to act? Even without comprehensive caste census, existing data highlights significant disparities. For instance, the periodic labor force survey conducted between 2017 and 2018 indicates higher unemployment rates among SCs, STs and OBCs compared to upper castes. Dalit-owned businesses make up 8% of total enterprises, far below their population share, highlighting deep-rooted economic disparities. Why was the 2011 caste census data not released? In 2011, the government conducted socio-economic and caste census. However, the caste data was not fully published. The government cited concerns over data accuracy, stating that the information was unusable due to inconsistencies. The caste census debate, pros versus cons. The idea of a caste census has triggered a national debate. Supporters call it a long overdue step towards equality. Critics warn of unintended consequences. Let's break down both the sides. Pros. Why supporters want a caste census? Brings outdated data up to date, makes reservations evidence-based, helps fine-tune welfare schemes, improves representation, acknowledges lived realities. Cons. Why are critics cautious or opposed? May deepen caste divisions, could spark new demands, data accuracy is hard to ensure, risks politicalization, and some argue caste should be de-emphasized. The bottom line. A caste census is not just about numbers. It touches on identity, justice, and how resources are shared in a complex society. What's clear is that the conversation is no longer on the sidelines. It's becoming central to how we think about representation and fairness in India today. How do you see this role of caste data in shaping a more just society? Is a caste census the right path forward, or are there better ways to address inequality? We would love to hear your perspective. Join the conversation in the comments below.